My name is Daniel Tran, and for the past 8 years I've been an avid fitness enthusiast. I did all your typical types of trainings, mainly focusing on weightlifting and calisthenics. However, after starting my first full-time job in March 2018, my dedication to my fitness has wavered. Everything health related came to a halt. My training, my nutrition, and even my consistent sleep schedule. Oh, my sweet sleep. So, in an effort to bring myself back to my A game, I decided to create a fitness challenge inspired from what I've seen on YouTube. It's a crazy challenge, and if I really want to complete it, I must train hard to become someone else. I must become something else. I am Daniel. Boy, were you guys expecting some superhero CW show or something? I ain't no Flash. Anyways, now that you guys have a bit of context of what this video is gonna be about, let's get to it. So in an effort to get myself back into my fitness and into my training, I've decided to kind of set a training regime for myself. And the question is, what kind of training regime? Obviously it's going to focus a lot onto calisthenics because that's what I'm really into right now. But I might like chuck in a bit of, weightlifting and other types of fitness as well, just to spice things up a bit. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate when I say this. It is pretty difficult to get back into a lifestyle of training after being on a break for so long. And in order to give myself the jump start I need to get back into training, I decided to set myself a 4-month, which is around 112 days fitness challenge. I've decided to arrange my training regime in the style of those reps versus day/week challenges, kind of like the ones you guys see on YouTube, those 100 push-ups per day or 100 squats per day challenges. But we're gonna do this properly, and if you guys are wondering what I mean by properly, I'll explain that throughout the whole entire video. Alright, without further ado, let's see what 1000 push-ups, 1000 squats and 500 pull-ups will do to my body for the ongoing 4 months. The current date right now is the 22nd of July 2018, Sunday, Melbourne time, whatever. Alright, let's get it! So here's my body. As y'all can see, it's nothing great, just typical skinny Asian build. This right here is a result of 7 to 8 years of training on and off and a very inconsistent diet. As of the time of this recording, I'm sitting at around 57 to 58 kilos, give or take. The reason why there are 2 versions of the footage, by the way, is because I wanted to show the difference between my body with bad lighting and no body pump versus good lighting with body pump. That way, when I show my transformation, you guys know that I didn't try to pull any dodgy shit by trying to purposely make myself look smaller and weak in my before video for the sake of a more insane and dramatic transformation. Unlike some people on YouTube. Hashtag clickbait. Anyways. Week 1. Alright, so this challenge will be split into 3 different phases, each phase representing a part of the whole challenge. The plan is to split the week into 5 days of training and 2 days rest, dividing the 1000 push-ups, 1000 squats, and 500 pull-ups on each day of working out. For y'all who don't do maths, that's 200 push-ups, 200 squats, and 100 pull-ups per day of training. Sounds a bit more manageable now, hey? So phase 1 basically encompasses the first 4 weeks of the challenge. During the initial 2 weeks, I began with the basics, doing the 3 exercises in their standard bodyweight form, my goal being simply to hit the required numbers each day. For week 1 and 2, I initially stuck with this plan: 5 sets of 40 push-ups, 10 sets of 10 pull-ups, and 8 sets of 25 squats. Between week 3 and 4, I upped the ante, doing different variations of the exercises, as well as adding a bit of resistance to them. For week 3, I did wide push-ups, diamond push-ups, wide grip pull-ups, close grip pull-ups, and then squats with 10 kilos. And finally, for week 4, I did incline push-ups, decline push-ups, wide grip pull-ups with 5 kilos, close grip pull-ups with 5 kilos, and then squats for 20 kilos. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. 27th of August, day 5 of week 4, finally done. Woo! What the hell am I doing? So post phase 1, I kinda unintentionally injured myself, as you guys see here on my Instagram stories, and yeah, that basically caused me to put my challenge on pause. However, after a month of recovery, my plan was to just go back into training, starting with 2 weeks of doing the basics as like the initial weeks of phase 1, and then resume my challenge afterwards. Yeah. Hola! So it's the 22nd of October. I just completed the last day of the second week of my back to training routine. So that just consists of doing the original cycle 1, doing 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 squats and 500 pull-ups during the week. Now it's back to the original training or the original cycle I set for myself before my injuries and my mishaps. Not really looking forward to it. I just really want to chill and stuff tomorrow, but gotta complete this challenge. Gotta stick to it and hopefully not die. Anyways, yeah. So, after 2 weeks of the back to basics, phase 2 finally begun. When I got back to training, the routine was changed towards a circuit-based format where I would do different exercises progressively as one round and then repeating it. I had 2 reasons for doing this. Firstly, this was to keep the workout more fun and make it not feel like a chore like it felt during phase 1 of the training. Secondly, it kept the workout more efficient and not so drawn out. It gave each part of my body enough breathing room to recover whilst I was training another part of the body. To better explain, I realized with my initial approach, trying to do 5 sets of 40 push-ups, then moving towards 10 sets of 10 pull-ups, and then 8 sets of 25 squats, etc. was not time efficient. My muscles would fail at the latter half of the sets of each exercise, and I found myself having really long workouts. I was eventually spending more time resting than working out as my performance would drop naturally due to muscle fatigue coming on more quickly. For example, with my push-ups, I would be able to easily pump out 30 to 40 push-ups in a row during my first 2 or even 3 sets. But when it came to the 3rd to 5th set, I was struggling to even get 8 to 10 reps in a row with clean form. Eventually, the original 5 sets of 40 push-ups started becoming 2 sets of 40 push-ups and 8 sets of 6 to 10 push-ups. I'm pretty sure that doesn't add up correctly, but you guys get the point. Then after that, the same would apply to my pull-ups and then the squats as well. That's a no bueno. Anyways, I can even recall, during one of the days of training, I was on night rotations for work that week, and I gave myself like 2 hours to work out beforehand, but lo and behold, I did not finish the workout in time, and ended up having to finish the rest of it when I came back home post-work. You could probably imagine how exhilarated I was coming home to work out again after a long day of a physically demanding job. Anyways, so phase 2 was basically focused on deviating from the basic forms of the exercises and implementing progressive overload. I split phase 2 into 2 parts, both lasting for about a month each, with their own different versions of the exercises and with varying intensity. Okie dokie, so the warm-up basically involved 50 push-ups, 20 pull-ups and 50 squats for 2 rounds. With the actual workout, I started with rubber band push-ups for 20 reps, explosive push-ups for 20 reps, tiger pen push-ups for 10 reps, wide grip pull-ups with 10 kilos for 10 reps, close grip pull-ups with 10 kilos for 10 reps, and then L-sit pull-ups for 10 reps. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. Then finally, I did the standard bodyweight squats with 20 kilos for 2 sets of 25 reps. Then after that, you repeat the whole thing for 1 more round. Yay. For the second part of phase 2, we did wide push-ups for 25 reps, diamond push-ups for 25 reps, wide grip pull-ups with 5 kilos for 10 reps, close grip pull-ups with 5 kilos for 10 reps, body weight squats for 25 reps, and then Hindu squats for 25 reps, repeating the whole thing for a total of 2 rounds as the warm-up. Then for the actual workout, we did ring fly push-ups for 10 reps, pike push-ups for 10 reps, pseudo planche push-ups for 10 reps, freestyle explosive push-ups for 20 reps, archer pull-ups for 10 reps each arm, tucked front lever pull-ups for 10 reps, chin-ups with 10 kilos for 10 reps, pistol squats for 10 reps each leg, Bulgarian split squats for 25 reps each leg, and then squats with 20 kilos for 15 reps. And then we repeat this whole workout for 1 more round.
And that's the end of phase 2 of the challenge.
Oh my god. Okay, moving on. Following this, between the 20th to the 25th of November, I took a week of deload before I started phase 3. What is deload or deloading, you may ask? Well, the term deload basically refers to a period of time when you train at a lighter intensity by either reducing the weight resistance and or training volume you normally train at. Deloading is great because whilst you are still maintaining your fitness, you're also allowing your body to take the time it needs to properly recover and recuperate. Generally speaking, you'd want to do a deload week once every 2 to 3 months before partaking in another period of a more intense or heavier period of training. Deloading is also great if you become injured for whatever reason, and with professional and proper guidance, it's a good way of rehabilitating while still maintaining your fitness. Unless you've really fucked yourself, then you should just focus on resting and recovering and not train. Anyways, for me particularly, phase 3 was going to be a big jump in terms of difficulty compared to phase 2, hence why I decided a week of deloading would be important. I really want to make sure my body was well rested before the last phase. And you may be wondering, what did I do for my deload? Well, I basically just did the original training of doing the basic push-ups, pull-ups and squats, taking a stronger focus on improving my form to strengthen my foundations. And let me tell you, in comparison to how I was in phase 1 to this deload period, I was repping out this exercise like nada. Back then it took me 2 to 3 hours to complete 200 push-ups, 200 squats and 100 pull-ups. But during the deload week, I was completing the shit under 15 minutes each day. It's Pez, motherfuckers. Alright, so phase 3 was also split into 2 parts. The first focusing on developing single arm leg strength and the latter focusing on explosive power. Also, during this final phase, I took more care of my nutrition and diet as well, making sure I was consuming the correct amount of protein and calories in to increase muscle mass. Phase 3, part 1. Y'all already know how it is. So for the first round of warm-ups, we did wide push-ups for 25 reps, diamond push-ups for 25 reps, one arm scapular pull-ups for 10 reps each arm, L-sit pull-ups for 10 reps, bodyweight squats for 25 reps, and then finally Hindu squats for 25 reps. For the second round of warm-ups, we did uneven push-ups for 25 reps each arm, wide grip pull-ups with 5 kilos for 10 reps, close grip pull-ups with 5 kilos for 10 reps, then bodyweight squats again for 25 reps, and Hindu squats again for 25 reps. Alright, for the actual workout, we did ring fly push-ups with 10 kilos for 10 reps, assisted handstand push-ups for 10 reps, archer push-ups for 10 reps each arm, pseudo planche push-ups for 10 reps, explosive push-ups with 10 kilos for 10 reps, archer pull-ups for 10 reps each arm, tucked front lever pull-ups for 10 reps, negative one arm pull-ups for 10 reps each arm, lateral squats for 10 reps, pistol squats for 10 reps each leg, Bulgarian split squats with 10 kilos for 15 reps each leg, then finally squats with 20 kilos for 15 reps. Repeat for one more round. At last, phase 3 part 2. Warm up. Push-ups for 50 reps. Strict controlled pull-ups for 20 reps. Bodyweight squats 30 reps. Hindu squats 20 reps. Repeat for another round. Finally, for the workout, we are doing ring fly push-ups with 20 kilos for 10 reps, explosive push-ups with 10 kilos for 10 reps, double clap push-ups for 10 reps, Superman push-ups for 10 reps, explosive push-ups with 20 kilos for 10 reps, fast pull-ups for 10 reps, explosive pull-ups with 5 kilos for 10 reps, high pull-ups for 10 reps, explosive squats with 10 kilos for 15 reps, side-to-side jump squats for 10 reps, then finally rhythm squats for 25 reps, and then repeat for one more round. Day 40 done. Here's the date, 30th. Rikuchi. Alright, cool. So as you guys can see, today is the 30th of August 2019. I was actually supposed to record this segment of the video 2 weeks after my challenge finished, but because of whatever, let's just pretend it's April the 8th, 2019, 2 weeks after the challenge has finished. Capish? Cool. Alright, it's been 2 weeks since my challenge has finished and I'm feeling pretty cool. These past 8 months has been an incredibly bloody wild ride, but we're finally done. We're here. It's finished. Thank God. Okay, so before I move on to what I actually want to talk about, my afterthoughts of this challenge, I'm going to show you guys my before and after. Obviously, I'm sure you guys are really curious to see that. If not, then GDFO. Alright, let's get to it. Before we move on, just note this after video was taken post my final day of working out, so my body does have a pump and may appear bigger than usual. There's also downlighting that has created shadows that have emphasized my definition as well, so be wary. Luckily, I did take a before footage under similar conditions, so we are going to be using that for a fairer comparison. Anyways, as y'all can see, there was quite a bit of changes to my body, much more than I expected. It definitely did exceed my expectations as my training regime did not go exactly to plan. At the time of this recording, I'm sitting at between 61 to 62 kilos, so I did put on a bit of lean muscle mass. And yeah, now to talk about the more exciting part of my results. So, aside from the physique changes from this challenge, I've also made some pretty solid progress in terms of my physical feats as well. As y'all can see from the constant reps that I had to perform from this challenge, my endurance skyrocketed. I could now complete 200 bodyweight push-ups with clean form under 3 minutes, my shortest time being just above 2 minutes. I was now able to also hit 30 pull-ups in a row with clean form as well, my highest being 35 reps without letting go of the bar. I even developed enough strength to finally perform a full front lever hold, something I wasn't able to accomplish for half a year. Also, something interesting to add, besides the weighted vest squats, I did not do any other conventional weightlifting exercises throughout the 8 months of my challenge. Despite that, my strength remained relatively the same as to when I was at my previous strength peak when I did weightlifting. This was my previously recorded PRs: bench at 90 kilos, deadlifts at 160 kilos, and squats at 110 kilos. Now here's me testing out my strength post my challenge. I managed to pull off 3 reps of 90 kilos for bench, kept my 160 deadlift, and for my squat I only managed to do 100 this time. Unrecorded, but I did it, I swear guys. And I know my squats are weak as fuck, leave me alone, I'm working on it. Anyways, yeah, let's move on. As you guys have seen throughout this video, this challenge definitely did not go accordingly to plan. Due to my lifestyle and the time constraints from my full-time job and my part-time gig as well, changes obviously had to be made so I could complete this challenge but also maintain balance in my life. I know initially I said that this challenge was supposed to go for 4 months. However, as you guys saw, due to my injuries and other lifestyle things, this challenge was extended to 8 months instead. Yeah. I mean, ideally, if I wasn't so constrained with my time and I had all the time in the world, I would have definitely been able to prioritize more of my focus on the actual training and getting the training done on the necessary days and taking my proper 2 days rest instead of having to split up the trainings here and there just to adjust to my life, and also have a better, I guess, put more conscious effort in my nutrition and diet in the last phase of my training as well. This would have definitely resulted in a more dramatic transformation, but I'm pretty happy with what I've got, so whatever. So basically, here are some takeaways from this video and from my experience of this challenge. If you guys are going to tackle these reps versus day challenges, then you guys definitely need to do it properly. Not like the other videos you see on YouTube, and I'm about to explain why. Takeaway number 1, quality over quantity. Alright, so despite the fact that my challenge was focused on the numbers and getting it done, I still prioritized my form. An exercise does not count as a rep if you're not doing it properly. Perfect execution is important because it allows you to maximize your gains in all of the relevant muscle groups that should be under tension. I'm not sure if that made sense, but I hope you guys got that. Training with good form also allows you to minimize the risk of injury and prevents you from building bad training habits that could lead to long-term detriments to your body in the future. Especially during the first phase of my challenge, I realized I was tiring out really easily and hence I could not perform the exercises with good form. So I suddenly just went to an easier variation of the exercise that I could still perform with good form, rather than fruitlessly trying to cheat my reps. For example, when I couldn't do a push-up anymore, I would go back to a knee push-up, or if a pull-up, then I'll go back to a body row, etc, etc. Always prioritize your form when training, and this includes all disciplines of any type of fitness or physical activity. Whether you're doing weightlifting or gymnastics or dancing or anything, form is key. Takeaway number 2. Recovery. Recovery is essential when it comes to building muscle. When you are training, you are putting your muscles under tension and strain, and that causes them to tear and destroy the fibers in your muscles every time you perform an exercise, you're performing a rep, etc. Growth does not happen here. It happens during the times when your muscles are actually at rest, when your body is at rest. Training and recovery are synonymous for muscle growth. You ain't gaining shit if you're not doing both. Rest with the same intensity as you do while you train. If you guys were wondering why my training was split into 5 days on and 2 days off, split the week into 5 days of training and 2 days rest. This is why. This was a big issue for me when I was watching these videos on YouTube, because I saw how these people were trying to attempt these high volume workouts every single day, expecting their muscles to adapt and grow like crazy, as if y'all were fucking characters from Dragon Ball Z or whatever. You're not. It's unrealistic. Rest. Takeaway number 3, nutrition. So following from what I've said before, another aspect to the recovery process is nutrition. As shown through my training and through the different phases, you guys can see how much my body had changed after I took a more conscious effort in my nutrition and my diet. Let me tell you this, and this is common sense, but your body adapts to your diet. You are definitely what you eat.
What the hell?
I mean, diet is so powerful that it alone can change your body shape. For those who actually want to pack on muscle during this type of challenge for whatever reason you have, then you simply just need to eat in a caloric surplus. For those who actually want to shred down and lose some weight, then you have to eat in a caloric deficit. Obviously, everyone's health is different. Your health is different from the other person's health. I'm looking at you. Anyways, so please go speak to a professional if you need an individualized plan on dieting and nutrition. That way you have a better chance of progressing more efficiently towards your respective health goals. Personally for me, during phase 1 and phase 2, I did not actually change my diet at all. I was only eating 3 to 4 meals a day. I was not really worried about my macros, my proteins, carbs and fats, etc. However, as you guys can recall from phase 3, I did take a more conscious effort in my diet. So basically, the only thing I did differently in phase 3 was just increase the amount of protein I was consuming. And how did I know how much protein I needed to take daily? Well, I basically just stuck to the rule of thumb of consuming 1 to 1.2 or 3 grams of protein per pound of my body weight. And I did that by increasing the amount of meals I was taking. So instead of having 3 to 4 meals a day, I was having 4 to 5 meals a day. And I was also adding in protein shakes as well to help me hit that number. Throughout this challenge, while I was taking protein supplements, I was also taking my daily multivitamins and minerals as well. I got a pack here. Yeah, but that's essentially the diet aspect of my training. Alright. Overall, health and fitness should be taken holistically. It doesn't only involve the physical, but it also, and let me emphasize, also includes the mental, the emotional, and the psychological as well. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, yes, this challenge was goddamn physically tiring, but it also took quite a toll on my mental space as well. There were an insane amount of times where I actually just wanted to, hang my coat and quit. And these feelings were really rampant during the periods of my injuries, because I felt like, I've already stopped this challenge. What's the point of continuing? What's the point of, I should just rest and restart another time, etc. There were days when I was like, I absolutely did not want to train at all, because it just felt like a chore. It just felt like, doing dishes or cleaning a room. I just really wanted to put it off. And it sucked. But here's the silver lining. Thank God I actually made this challenge public. And I told my friends, my family and all that about it. Because if I didn't, I probably would have actually quit somewhere along the way. Thank you to all you guys, my family, my friends, my co-workers who constantly message me every single day, either through Facebook or Instagram, asking me how my challenge is going, or even coming up to me in person and asking me about my workout and all that. That it really helped me, I guess, stay disciplined and motivated, and you guys really did play a big part in helping me complete this challenge. So thank you so much to all of you guys. You know, I'm the type of person who doesn't really get bothered when I've let myself down, but when it comes to other people, I really do care, and I would have felt super guilty if I actually did quit and let all of you guys down who were watching me through my journey. I mean, I guess the past me was aware of this, hence why he decided to make this challenge public and exploit, I guess, this weakness of mine. But here we are. I finished the challenge. It worked. Anyways, I'm kind of going off tangent here, so I'm just gonna end it here. But if you guys truly want to live a healthy and fit life, please do make an effort to take care of all aspects of your well-being. Health does not only include the physical. And that's that. That's me spending 8 months doing 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 squats, and 500 pull-ups per week. But yeah, would I do a challenge like this again? Maybe not. But if there is a challenge that I've been keeping my eye on, it's the One Punch Man challenge. And that's when you do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and then a 10-kilometer run every single day. I'll definitely put my own spin and twist on this workout just to make it more realistic and viable for people who actually want to benefit from the workout, cause yeah, it's pretty unrealistic, and I think people have made a video on why. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys gained something of value from this. If not, then feel free to give me feedback on how to improve my video. It'll be much appreciated. Also, by the way, please note that I'm only just a fitness enthusiast. I don't actually have any formal education or training in these topics of, I guess, fitness and nutrition and dietetics. So please, if you guys are gonna attempt something like this and you wanna make sure you're doing it in a safe and proper manner, do go to a professional and talk about it. You know, go to a personal trainer, go to a nutritionist, blah, 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 etc. Basically, everything I've shared about today in this video was based on my personal journey in fitness, and based on what has worked and what hasn't worked for me. Everything is also based on the years of research I've done personally through either online or through reading books or through going to health presentations and seminars and talking to professionals and all that as well. But yeah, I do want to point out everything I've talked about is based on, I guess, my self-teaching. Please do take whatever I say with a grain of salt, and I also do deeply apologize if any of the information that I have talked about today has been, I guess, misleading or inaccurate. But I'm pretty sure it's not, but whatever. Anyways, see y'all next time. Bye.
I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone affection, I summon and dub it. Cause bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them, I run through the money.